Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. Rene is going to attempt calling her mother because I do not keep Rene from her mother. It is John Henry Andrews that is keeping Rene from her mother. So here's Rene calling Rene's mother.
I'm unable to come to the phone right now, but if you leave your name and your number and a short message, I'll return your call as soon as I listen to your voicemail. Have a good day. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Mom, this is Rene Jackson, your firstborn daughter. I want to talk to you alone without John nearby because I'm getting sick and tired of his fucking attitude, pardon my French, because he's harassing us because of what we believe. If you don't want to talk to me, just text saying you don't want to be a part of my family anymore. Bye.
As you can tell, Rene is not happy. Of course, I'm not happy with lying, no good for nothing, moronic idiots out there that think you know better because you got a college education. Well, I have college educations too that you do not want to believe in. That's the whole problem. My college education to your college education is like what comes out of your butt.
Hello?
But let me tell you something. And let me tell you something good. What comes out of your butt stinks just the same as everybody else's. You're going online and you're putting stuff on there that basically from your own imagination that you think I've lost every court battle. Well, for one thing, it says right here, what does that say? It says, Ohio Public Utilities Commission. The Public Utilities Commission of Ohio. It says Public Utilities Commission of Ohio. That does not say a court. It is still a legal document because it is a government agency here in Ohio that regulates public utilities like telephone companies and electric companies and water sewer companies, gas companies. And it says right here, on this one document here, on this other document, it says right here, on October 10th, 2007, the complainant, Robert L. McKim Sr., filed a complaint in this case against the respondent, AT&T Ohio. The AT&T, the company alleges that the complainant is seeking a credit as a result of a billing issue between the parties, which with regard to SBC Yahoo DSL service that the complainant receives from the respondent. On October 30th, 2007, the respondent, through counsel, filed an answer to the complaint. A pre-hearing settlement conference was held in April 2008, and following the conference, settlement negotiations continued. On June 3rd, 2008, the complainant, which is me, and respondent filed a joint motion to dismiss this case with prejudice based on the fact, not your lies, fact, that the parties have settled this matter and all the issues raised in their complaint have been resolved. The problem is, see, they don't tell you here in all this information. And it says right here, like I said, right here, it says right there, fact that we settled. And that's why then this document here says that the case had been settled and should be dismissed. It was settled and should be dismissed. So that's what it means when you dismiss a case, that it was settled. That's what it means. So if you can't get that, doctor, if you are a doctor, if you're a real doctor, what does the Hippocratical Oath mean to you? Evidently, it means nothing. Otherwise, you would get off of Kiwi Farms and stop harassing me. But of course you won't, because you think you're better. If you are a real doctor, even though you said you're 66 years old and you went to all those colleges, and I'm sure that if I investigate all those colleges, I can find out who you are. Then where will you be hiding behind Google? You like going to Google and digging up whatever information you can about me, but if you, like I said, if you was to read those documents, they say that we settled. And of course, I have other documents that I do not really want to show because I don't have to. That was on my favor. Basically, I didn't have to owe them what they were wanting to charge me because they were actually overcharging me. That's why I took them to, that's why I filed a complaint with the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio because they were overcharging me. Excuse me, if a utility company is overcharging somebody, do you think you're just going to lay down and pay it? If you, I'm sure many of you out there did not pay more than what you were actually charged or what you're supposed to pay. If you did, and if you do, then who is actually not really spending their money right? You say I'm controlling Rene. I'm not controlling Rene. Rene wants to talk to her mother, but she cannot talk to her mother, as you have heard. Her mother will not answer the phone. So who is actually in control? John Henry Andrews. Now, if her mother and John Henry Andrews sees this video, call Rene. Call Rene if you really want to talk to her. Otherwise, oh, well, you don't want to call that number. Well, sorry, you're going to call that number whether you like it or not. If you don't want to call that number, well, you should know our house number. Because we're not giving out our regular cell phone numbers. See, here, we both have LG Stylo phones. And the phone that we have that with our extra phone number is the one that I give out so that the trolls can, and John Henry Andrews can post on Kiwi Farms to harass. I'm tired of changing our phone numbers on our other cell phones because of harassments. You want to harass the other phone that John Henry Andrews and I put the phone number out there for? That goes to show what kind of people you really are. You don't care. You don't care. And what does it mean when somebody doesn't care? It means they are self-centered. Self-centered. I'm not self-centered. I'm not selfish. Like a lot of you people are claiming I am. If I was, I wouldn't have been taking my neighbors to places where they needed to go until they got a vehicle of their own. So they can hop in their vehicle and go. Even though it doesn't run right. They bought a vehicle that has a loud exhaust. Supposedly needs a fuel injector replaced. A lot of things wrong with it. But at least they got a vehicle to get where they want to go, and they go almost every day they're going somewhere. Well, more power to them. They got a life of their own, and we have our life. If I need to go grocery shopping for me and Rene, I can go grocery shopping without having somebody else to get mad at me because I'm not here to take them grocery shopping. And yes, she's got mad at me several times because I wasn't here to take her grocery shopping. I mean, people like that have a problem. I don't have a problem. I'll go without first. And I've gone without. That was the whole means of the story about eating green bean and yellow bean sandwiches, because we have went without a lot of things during that hard winter. All we had to do was stay home and eat what my mother had canned the summer before. But I guess you people don't know what going without really means. Because evidently you haven't went without. We have went without a good running vehicle at times. And I had to depend on my pastor or neighbor to help me to get to the grocery store until we got running again. I know what it's like doing without. I went without good shoes when I was driving school bus, so that my ex-wife and my kids could have what they needed. And another bus driver saw that I had shoes that were wearing out, and that's why I don't gotta go and buy new shoes. I'm like, because I have to go without. Rene goes without being able to communicate with her family Because John Henry Andrews is controlling things. I showed her those text messages that I got from John Henry Andrews. And she's not happy. That's why I want her to make that video to prove to you people that I'm not keeping Rene from talking to her mother as John Henry Andrews. If you all can't wake up and realize that, then you have a problem. You have a serious problem and you need to wake up before it's too late. God is not happy. Mark my words, God is not happy with you people. Your time is short. That's the message that he's given me. Your time is short. I'll leave you with this. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Because I know I will.